We're in College Park, Maryland, on the Capitol Beltway, really the largest major artery in the D.C. Area, and it is virtually paralyzed. There are whiteout conditions wherever you go. The wind is picked up, so it's made the visibility really almost down to nothing. I'm going to go at our dash cam here. We just came upon this scene, not dissimilar to something we saw about an hour and a half ago, where an exit was blocked on this road. I'm going to get out and come to the dash camera. We just came upon this scene where this exit was blocked. These people could not get off the exit here. Let me just see if you can see it off the dash cam. These two vehicles could not get off the exit. They may have even hit each other. So they're blocking this exit. This is a fairly major exit onto the Beltway. This Greenbelt, Maryland police vehicle has tried to help them. Now you've got a public works snowplow that's trying to help them. I'll switch over to this camera so we can have a little bit more flexibility. But this is kind of what we're up against here. And Kenny, if you can just kind of give them a wide shot of, look at the visibility here. At its best, it was a quarter mile of visibility last night. Now it is clearly much less. You can't, I mean, when vehicles are passing us by, they vanish into that, into that gray mix up there. Let's try to stay out of this guy's way here. We also just got word, Christy, that from the Virginia State Police, they updated their numbers. Yesterday, they responded to a total of more than 1,000 crashes throughout the state. That is about 5 times the daily average on a normal day. About 35 minutes ago, at about 7 a.m. Eastern time, just at that moment, they were on the scene of 17 crashes. So that gives you a sense of what happens to people when they try to venture out in this stuff. All right, now I'll go to your left, my right. This guy's backing up. We got to be very careful here. This is kind of the cavalry arriving. Look at these snowplows. This is the Capitol Beltway. They are trying to clear as much of a swath of it as possible. And this is a huge relief to the people here. But here's the issue. When they clear this, and again, they're doing a great job, but they're probably going to strand us because it creates this big snowdrift where you can't get out of it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I hope you can get out of there.
That's another issue, Christy.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I hope you can, I hope you can get out of there.
We think we can probably punch through, but...
Well, yeah, you do obviously have some, you do obviously have some help there if you need it. Go ahead, Brian.
Right, we do have a little bit of help, but sorry, yeah. We're going to see if they can get these vehicles out, because again, they have to try to keep these exits clear for first responders who are coming around. And we've already seen one other instance where a fire truck could not get on to the Capitol Beltway. So what we're going to do is we can show you some of this picture as the plows go through and see if this tow truck can get these people out of here. But now the tow truck may be a little bit stranded. He's just going to maneuver around and try to see if these vehicles can come out. So right now you've got, let's see, a tow truck, a small plow, 2 stranded vehicles, a police vehicle trying to clear this. You had about, I'd say, 8 to 10 major snow plows just going through here. This is what they're waking up to in the Washington, D.C. area as they frantically try to clear these major arteries. And it's really, this morning and into the afternoon, it's probably going to be only the major arteries that get cleared.
I was just going to ask you about that.
Here, Christy. Yeah, now these vehicles can pass fairly well. But again, keeping up with the volume of this snow as it comes down, very heavy, very wet, and so rapidly, that is a huge challenge this morning.
So are surface roads there impassable when you get off the freeways and you're just trying to be on residential roads or roads that are, you know, up against storefronts or grocery stores? Are they impassable?
I'm sorry, Christy, I couldn't hear you. Could you repeat that question?
Just wondering what the surface roads are like. You're on the freeway. We see them clearing that. What is it like when you exit the freeway and you might try to get around? Is that impassable?
It really is impassable this morning when you exit the freeways. Any secondary road, and certainly in the subdivisions, of which there are quite a few here in Maryland right off the highways and in northern Virginia, you try to navigate those subdivisions this morning, you're just not going to be able to do it. You know, even vehicles like this we're seeing getting stuck. So any secondary roads are very much impassable this morning. The only way you're going to get around is on the major arteries, and even that is a little dicey.